Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Amplified Nevada Native Youth. Today we have a great show for you, a great show prepared for you today. We have United Tribes Technical College, which is from Bismarck. And this is a college that I know one of our students is already going to, so we're excited to hear about what they have to say today. And to introduce myself first, my name is Avery Wyatt. I'm a recent graduate of the University of Nevada, Reno. And I'm also your coordinator and main host here on Amplified Nevada Native Youth. And I have a huge announcement as we are introducing our new co-host for the show. And to introduce him today, his name is Jarrette Werk. So Jarrette Werk, introduce yourself, and we're glad to have you.
Wahe Nitain, excuse me. Wahe Nitain, Nina Havan, Nanisahit, Thainacha, Aninin. So hello everybody, my name is Jarrette Werk. I am Ani in Dakota from Fort Belknap, Montana, and I'm a rising senior at the University of Nevada, Reno, majoring in journalism. And I'm super excited to be able to join Avery and be the co-host for this awesome program. And we're super excited to have our guest, like Avery said, from United Tribes Technical College. So thank you.
Cool. Thanks, Jarrette. And we're glad to have you too. And now on to introduce our guests for today. And so we have three guests from United Tribes. We have Ramona Shell, Ayana Maynard, and Paige Jensen. And so starting with you, Ramona, introduce yourself a little bit and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Ramona Shell. I am an enrolled member of the Cheyenne River Reservation, which is located in central South Dakota. I am the Assistant Director of Admissions here at United Tribes. I've been here for, I believe it's going to be going on 8 years. So thank you.
Hey everyone, my name is Ayana Maynard, and I am a student at United Tribes Technical College. I am doing a dual major in sustainable agriculture and business.
Hi everyone, I'm Paige Jensen. I'm the Student Activities and Retention Administrator here at United Tribes. I've been here about 2 years and I work specifically to help with orientation, registration, tours, and some academic advising.
Cool. First off, I just want to say thank you all for being here today. We've actually done a lot of tribal colleges so far, even though we're in Nevada and we don't really have any on the West Coast, really. And so we're excited to hear about what UTTC has to offer for Native students. And I guess one thing before we start the conversation is that I love how every single college that we've done so far has something different about them, even though they're all tribal colleges or they're somewhat related in a way. So yeah, I'm excited to hear what you all have to say. And I think from now we'll just jump into the discussion. I think one of our first questions is, what is the Native representation like on campus or in the surrounding community? And we can start off with you, Ramona, then we'll go to Ayana.
With United Tribes Technical College, we are located in the central Bismarck area, with the capital of North Dakota. The community is constantly growing and becoming more and more diverse, nationally known as the best place to raise a family. Our student representation on campus is 95% as of 2020. Students have said that UTTC feels like a small reservation, a home away from home, the feeling of connection right away when they get here during orientation, meeting other students from their surrounding areas, as well as students that are coming from distance, out of state, some Nevada, Utah, Wyoming, and so forth. So thank you.
How about you, Ayana? What would you say the Native representation is like on campus or in the surrounding community?
We do a lot of I would say activities that families can come and do together. And like Ramona said, that it's a home away from home. And I do agree with that strongly. And I'm in the diversity committee where I have to kind of watch and see if our campus is being diverse. And we are very diverse. And with the program I'm in the sustainable sustainable agriculture program. And with that, I noticed that we do have a lot of seeds from different reservations, and we're collecting them, and we can grow them for the students. So we always welcome our new students to come check out our garden. And to me, I'm really passionate about that.
Like Ayana and Ramona were talking about, I think that we have so many activities on campus that promote cultural awareness. I specifically am in charge of the student government, and with that, we help cultivate leadership around campus, and it's just a great way to get involved with all the local things that we have on campus.
Cool. Yeah, it sounds like it's just like a lot of other colleges where the Native community seems really strong, and yeah, it sounds like a really good place to be. Honestly, I didn't know it was the best place to raise a family.
I think it's really awesome to have such a high enrollment rate of Native students. Like, I wish that was at every college that I've gone to. I'm like a professional transfer student. I've gone to 5 different colleges. So having that community really does make a difference when going to school. And I'm super happy that you get to experience that, Ayana, and the rest of the students at UTTC. So that's really great.
And now on to our next question. So I just wanted to know, we'll just ask you, Ayana. So what was it that led you to choose United Tribes for school?
Okay, so I decided to attend United Tribes Technical College due to the fact that growing up, I didn't learn my Lakota ways of life. Little did I know I was craving that, to dig for my culture. It opened up a whole new me. And I found that at United Tribes Technical College. I came here thinking that I only wanted to get a 2-year business degree, but little did I know I found myself in a free sustainable agriculture class, trying to see if that was something I'd be interested in, and I did. So that's how I picked up the dual major. And not only that, when I came to United Tribes Technical College, I did not have a GED or a high school diploma. So they helped me obtain a GED, and I've been here since, and I love it.
That's really awesome, Ayana. I know, like, when I was at my different schools and everything like that, there's always been this sense of, like, it depends on which school I'm going to, but there was always this sense of, I don't know, maybe a little bit of isolation while I was in school, and finding different spots that do have, like, where the natives go to, whether it's like a center or American Indian Alaska Native student resource like hub. Like, what are those types of things for you on UTTC's campus?
We do have like the student government. I am the new student government president, and I would go to they would have all kinds of activities. And that's what drew me into kind of applying for the student government president, is because I love their activities that they do. They're great. they they did a lot of things that we would be doing at home. Like on my reservation, they would bring that to campus. We would all go and meet on the powwow grounds and just do fun activities that I would definitely see myself and my family doing. And there's that. And we do have, like I said, our garden. I never thought I would ever garden or love to garden, and identifying my traditional plants and preserving them, like, that's the kind of culture stuff that I've been looking for, and I didn't had no idea.
Yeah, that's awesome. We'll go to you, Paige.
Awesome, thank you. So there are a lot of areas, and Ayana just touched on quite a few of them as well, but I'm going to go a little bit in depth as well. So other things besides student government, we have many different programs and degrees on campus. And each of those degrees and programs have clubs within them. So within their program, if you're criminal justice, culinary, welding, you have a place to go that is a group of students that are very similar interests as you. And you're doing things that are helping build leadership skills as well as community. So you're getting that immediate sense of connection within your program, which I think is so huge. Other things that we do with SGA, we kind of oversee all those other clubs. So all of us come together and we do bi-monthly meetings. Some of the major activities that we've planned and we're going to be planning is we're not planning the powwow, but we are joining the powwow. We're going to be doing some student led activities. We're going to have a cornhole competition, rope pulling contest, volleyball tournament. We're going to be working with our health promotions team. So really making new students on campus, it's going to be like their second week here, really feel that sense of like UTTC pride. We've also done a round dance, which we did in culmination with our Missing, Murdered, and Indigenous People event that we did back in February of 2020. We weren't able to do any activities on campus this year in a indoor setting, so we had to cancel that one as well as our powwow. But the round dance, if you've never been familiar with that, was a great opportunity to gather. We had a MC from Canada. We had people all over the country and Canada coming down, and we partied until like 2 a.m. I did not know that that was what this entailed, but we had a potato dance. We had chili eating contest. We had the ribbon shirts, singing, drum groups. It was amazing. Such a cultural awareness. And we had elders there that were in attendance all the way till 3. So I realized that I couldn't be complaining about staying up too late. And then we also have a space that's fairly new on campus. It's called our Student Union. That's actually where we'll be hosting a lot of student-led events. I imagine it's kind of a recreational area, not very academic centered. So it's a nice place to just come hang out, have some games, have food, do some of these club meetings. It's right next to our Cozy Creek Cafe, so nothing entices students more than food. I think that's a great way to get involved. And then other things we do are like our campus cleanup. We did that this year. We were able to get approved for an outdoor event. We did holiday events as well. And then there's dorm activities. Our housing team does an amazing job of making both family and dorm students feel welcome. We do, or they do every other, I believe, either once a month or every other week, they'll have either dorm tickets for bowling or movie nights. I know they're looking to incorporate the YMCA or the Boys and Girls Club. So just things that both families and students can do. We also offer many holistic services. So we believe, it's that mind, body, soul. That's the whole part of the student. You're not just there for the academics. So we have we have a nurse on campus. We have a personal counselor. We have various advocates for whether it's food, domestic violence, all of the things that's that whole part of the student that we want to make sure that we're servicing. We also have a health promotions team. So we have various classes. We have a personal trainer. We have this program called Well Steps. So it's that health initiative. We have classes that you can go to regularly, whether it be cycling, yoga, high intensity interval training, Zumba. And I think they're bringing back the boxing. And then we have an interpretive trail. Like Ramona said, we have the luxury of being near the city. So we get that city mix with the kind of a little bit of ruralness to us as well. But we have an interactive or interpretive trail that goes around campus. And then we have a Frisbee golf. So there's lots of activities, lots of things that students can do to get active and meet other people. The last thing, sorry, I'm rambling on. The last thing that we're looking to kind of rejuvenate everybody for coming back to campus is we're going to be having a welcome weekend. So as students are coming back fresh from the pandemic, we're going to have a 3-day event where, they'll be moving in on campus. We're going to have a rec night. We're going to go bowling. We're going to go to a local area in Bismarck and work and do like a little cookout, have paddleboarding, kayaks, canoes. Just a great way to gather and get to know people and reconnect. We're all ready for that face-to-face again. Thank you.
Yeah, dang. I was just gonna say, listening to you, it's not because I know UTTC is it's not the biggest campus, but it sounds like it has huge energy. Like it has the energy of a big campus. So I think that's really cool. And I was gonna say too, I think those elders, they're hardcore. They can stay awake late if they really want to. So, and then on to the next really topic, and I think this is something for everybody in here too. But I wanted to know most students and staff at schools, whether it be when they were in school or teaching at the school or working at the school right now. But I just want to know, what were your biggest challenges so far and how did you overcome them? And we can start off with Ayana.
Challenges, mine would be feeling exhausted. Feeling exhausted trying to balance home life, work, school, and from missing your family and feeling defeated. Those days where I felt like giving up, I would always remember how it felt not to even like have a GED and be sitting at home feeling sorry for myself while watching my childhood friends live out their dreams. Um, so with that being said, I would force myself to do it tired. I could see why students would slowly trickle out while I was in class. I would notice and ask, what happened to this student? And yeah, they would just not show up anymore, but I could see why that would happen. But when I would feel that way, I would turn to one of my favorite instructors, and that would help me gather myself and then move on. Sometimes you just need to find that special friend or that special instructor that pushes you through life and through college, and you hang on to them and they'll help you throughout your college career.
Yeah, wow, thank you for sharing that. That's so powerful because I think it's important to hear, especially our students, to hear your story because I mean, we have a lot of students who don't have high school diplomas or GED or even GEDs, like you said too. And so I think it's really powerful to hear that story and just like how you said, the trying to find that professor, somebody to talk to, and someone that can stick up for you. And how about you, Ramona? What was a big challenge that you've had, and how did you overcome it?
The biggest challenge that I had seen working in the admissions office, it was the difficulty of students transitioning from campus-based to virtual learning. No internet connection because of the rural areas and limited tutoring, mentoring, what they would get on campus, and their difficulty to actively engage with other students, and working from home, and or doing your homework from home. A lot of times it's like it's virtual. You want to push it aside and you like, well, I'll get to it later, and it's not like campus based where you're sitting in classroom and you have that motivation from your teacher and your peers to continue and complete your assignments. So I find that was pretty difficult. And also with students, not only trying to juggle this new experience of virtually learning from home, also, with their families and friends and even the community that's being affected by the coronavirus. So that also, is struggling, and where they're trying to find a balance in between, completing their assignments and, things going on, at home and in the community and that sort of thing. And another part of the admissions perspective is incoming students, the potential students that are applying and trying to be accepted, for deadlines, the scholarships, higher ed education programs, and they weren't able to get their documents to admissions because a lot of times the offices or the tribal agency, they were closed. Also, everybody, kind of just, went home and was working from home. And I'm sure, a lot of the IT difficulties with the internet service and that sort of thing, was a factor. But with admissions and United Tribes and the enrollment service, the overall campus, our IT department was amazing. They were awesome. They got us going, and we were working that, I think it was that following day from home. So very grateful for that. So that was a few of my experiences.
Yeah, I know the online transition was hard for even myself and a ton of students who were going to school at that time. And how about for you, Paige? We'll finish it off with this question with you. What was the biggest challenge you've ever had? And this could be back when you were a student or currently right now.
Yeah, I was just going to piggyback off of what Mona had said. We both work in enrollment management, and that biggest disconnect was, we work so closely with students about getting them, admission to graduation. That's kind of our mission, is to help them along that process. And when you're not there and they don't have the technology, and trying to find a number and the number doesn't work, or the email's not connected, it's a challenge. So I think one thing that we did was we went through a lot of, like Mona said, a lot of quick fixes that I think, like our staff to be able to go through and just jump into that virtual world right away with teaching, or faculty being able to teach those. We also made some changes too, where a lot of our processes before, we were able to kind of revamp and almost improve, I think. We had fillable forms. We had the ability for students to, have access to all of those things virtually, so that now we can kind of implement those. It kind of took a little positive turn. But whenever you're doing stuff, it's always about finding creative things. We were all just forced into that realm. So I think we'll come out better in the long run because of it.
Yeah, I think, excuse me, I think having to be home for so long for the entire school year and part of last year was really hard on people. And I know a lot of people are going to be, and a lot of our viewers are going to be like excited to be going back in person. So for those that are unfamiliar with the city that UTTC is based in, can you describe what the surrounding area is like, Ayana, and like how it was for you, and what you're excited to go back and see when you do go back?
It would have to be, so we're right outside of Bismarck, and the restaurants are really good, and United Tribes offers a bus. So if you don't have a car, you can ask somebody on campus to take you wherever you want to go. So I think that was really nice of UTTC to offer that. And it is, it's just, I love it there. It's very, they have housing on campus as well, and it's nice to see that I like to see that families are moving in. So when I harvest my vegetables at the garden, we deliver them to the homes, and I get to see the families that are moved in there, and they're from all over. They are from all over, and knowing that there are different cultures at UTTC makes my skin chill, because I basically lived under a rock. Like, I did not know that there were so many other cultures out there until I moved to UTTC.
Yeah, I could totally relate with you on that. Like, I come from a small little community in Montana, and like when I first moved here to Reno, it was literally like a culture shock just because there were so many people. And then when I moved to Vegas, it was even like a bigger culture shock because there's even more people there. But just having those other cultures to learn from and to like see how people experience their lives and what they do is really, really special. So I'm glad you get to experience that. Paige, you talked a little bit about like Bismarck being a rural city. So could you touch on that a little bit more and, really tell our students like what Bismarck really has to offer for them while they're going to UTTC?
Definitely. I think that a lot of students, where they're, moving from to our campus, is they come from very small places, like both of you had mentioned. So Bismarck is kind of that nice little scaffolding of a quote unquote big city, where you don't get overwhelmed. There's a lot of things for students to do, but not in an overwhelming / like traffic busy world. I always think that one of the appeals of moving to North Dakota is life just kind of feels a little bit slower at times, even though we're so fast paced already. But if you live in a big city, it's like, I feel like time just kind of flies by. So, we live right by the river. There's so many activities, whether you fish, boat, we're doing all those activities with students near the dam. So I just feel like if there's anything that students can take away, it's that you have a nice place to kind of get your feet wet if you don't want to fully commit to a big city, but still kind of get that city life. We've had students come here and they get shell shocked by how big Bismarck is. So it is funny, the culture shock that we sometimes assume that other people won't have when they move here, because we don't think it's big, but they do.
Yeah, because like we said, too, students are coming from places where they're miles apart from any homes, or even, I know, Jarrette, I think, how long did it take to get to a Walmart from where you were?
So where my parents' house back home, it's like 90 miles to the nearest Walmart. I mean, we have like a little Albertsons in town, but come on, a Walmart or McDonald's, like people think like McDonald's. Me growing up, McDonald's was a treat. So, but yeah.
And I think on the topic that we're on right now, I think choosing a city that you like, or the environment that you are going into when you go to school, I think that's really important too. But what other advice would you give future Indigenous college students? And we can start off with Ramona, then go to Ayana.
I would say just, follow your dreams. If you want to go to college, if you need to finish your GED, high school, and then on to college, because it's like a big world out there. Like Ayana said, she was, coming from a small place to United Tribes, and it's different. It's a different world to go into. But as you advance in your education and your well-being and everything, it's amazing, and it makes you feel a lot better about yourself and more confident and more insured. And then a lot of times you have that mentality where once you receive your degree, you want to go back home and help your family and your community, and it's just amazing to see all the students that come in and they flourish and they go home and they do amazing things.
How about for you, Ayana? What would your future, or what would be a big piece of advice that you would give future students for UTTC?
I would say mistakes. So we are all human, and we will be making mistakes. I would say do not run from that. Face them. You did it. You made those mistakes, and that's okay. You fix it, say sorry, and move on. Do not dwell and think that your life is over. Big mistakes, small mistakes, fix it and move on. If not, you're just gonna be back where you started. Just gotta keep pushing through those mistakes. That would be my advice for future students.
That's some really good advice, Ayana.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I feel like a lot of people, they kind of get hung up on their mistakes or what they did wrong, and they don't really reflect and see where it's a learning opportunity and move forward and make that change to make it a positive impact. And I know we've all made mistakes that we've all learned from, and those have really helped us move forward. So yes, definitely, if you're a young student and you make mistakes, that's okay. You're young. You're supposed to learn from those mistakes and become better. So yeah, definitely. So my next question is, what separates UTT from other schools? I know you have all said really amazing things, and it's like, oh, I want to go there. I'm a professional transfer student anyway. I'll just go there for a semester. It's not that big of a deal. But what really separates UTT from other schools? And then we can go to Ramona, or we'll start with Paige, and then we'll go to Ayana and then Ramona.
All right. I would say all the activities that I listed earlier are some of those big drawing points for a lot of our students. That holistic approach that we have for students. I mean, I know a lot of schools do that as well, but I think, students get baffled by how many resources that we actually do provide them. So that's just one of those things. I think if you want to get a small town feel and a big city, quote unquote, UTTC is the place to go. We also are one of the first, actually we are the first tribal college in the nation to be authorized for full-time online degree programs. And we're considered the first tribal land grant institution in 1994. So there's just some statistics.
Oh, that's exciting. Iana?
For me, what separates UTTC from other schools is that the culture part. So, like I said, I didn't grow up learning my culture, and I did not practice it at home. But coming here to this tribal college, I have picked that up and learned it. There is always somebody there at UTTC to teach you your culture. There is somebody working there from all over. You'd be surprised. So that definitely would separate that. And I do talk about their agriculture department a lot, only because I'm in it and I love it. And that it's amazing. I love it. I am able to learn how to preserve and harvest and grow vegetables. And I want to be able to learn this and teach my kids. I want to go back to my community and teach them.
What separates UTTC from other colleges? Ayana and Paige also made great points on why UTTC is amazing college. Like I said before, it's like a home away from home for a lot of students. There's students that come in to where their grandparents were students here, and then they're just, continuing their legacy to continue and receive their education through United Tribes. And as far as United Tribes, we have like so much to offer. We have, not only our college, everything is based for our college students. We have our elementary school on campus. We have daycare. We have, the wellness center. We have all the different activities and stuff for students and families also. So that's another big thing, is not only for single students, but it's also geared to families also.
That's awesome. And I just want to say thank you all for sharing that too, because like I said in the beginning, it's like the student experiences and the people who work there who really make it separated from other different colleges that we've done. And even though it is a tribal college and there's a lot of other tribal colleges out there, they're all different and they all provide their own sort of uniqueness, which is really cool. And I love hearing your experiences, especially yours, Ayana. And now I know, Ramona, you have a presentation for us. I just want to hop into that real quick. And yeah, I just want to thank you again for joining our discussion session. So now we'll hop into our little presentation brought to you by Ramona, and we'll learn a little bit more about UTTC.
United Tribes Technical College is a regionally accredited institution, having achieved accreditation through the Higher Learning Commission of the North Central Association of Colleges and Schools. UTTC is a nonprofit corporation incorporated in the state of North Dakota and operated by the 5 tribes, 3 affiliated tribes of Fort Berthold, the Spirit Lake Tribe, the Sisseton Wahpeton Oyate, the Standing Rock Sioux Tribe, and the Turtle Mountain Band of Chippewa Indians that serve to provide an outstanding education to the Native American people of this region and around the country. For over 50 years, UTTC has served over 10,000 American Indian students from more than 50 federally recognized Indian tribes across the nation. In addition to American Indians, the college welcomes and serves students of all backgrounds. The Academic Affairs Division of United Tribes Technical College provides programs that prepare students to be lifelong learners and productive professionals in a global and diverse society. We are committed to enhancing opportunities for students to grow intellectually, think critically, and develop leadership skills, Faculty, staff, and students and community members collaborate on professional, scholarly, and creative works that can contribute to the health of our institution, our community, and tribal communities throughout the country. UTTC offers Native American tuition waiver. If you need more information on that, please visit our website, uttc.edu. United Tribes Technical College offers several options for the single student, single parent, and families to live on campus while attending. Our campus, we have an infant toddler center, preschool, elementary school for student families. UTTC provides a wide range of services to assist with student success. The Care Center offers walk-in peer tutoring, online tutoring, and resources for free to all the UTTC students. The Information Technology Department provides a single point of contact for the technology needs of our students, faculty, and staff. The Career Services helps each define our own life vision and connects them with the resources that they need to make their vision a reality, with career fairs, major fairs, job shadowing, and college transfers, and so much more. Our Chemical Health Department is committed to UTTC students by providing professional and cultural development services to enhance lifelong learning, professional growth, and educational success. The Chemical Health Center holds alcohol and drug-free activities, maintains a video library, our North Dakota Certificate 16-hour DUI program provides ongoing services for students and staff. Students sometimes have trouble keeping focused during a semester. We have a program if student concerns were more appropriately to be addressed by another agency. Our disability services provides equal access and opportunity for all academic resources and a referral. We have emergency food pantry on campus. We work closely with local programs such as the SNAP program and the WIC program, along with free produce from the campus community gardens, like Ayana mentioned, during the summer and fall months. We have many health promotion services during the semester. You will see advertisements for our wellness challenges, yoga, spin, boxing, other daily wellness classes. We have many outdoor activities as well, like Paige had mentioned. The Student Health Center provides medical exams, treatment, preventive care, sports, physical, mental health referrals, lab testing, vaccines, immunizations, pharmacy referrals, dental and vision, medical insurance application assistance. The goal of the Student Health is to assist UTT students to access highly qualified healthcare while promoting the overall health and well-being of the students to ensure their education success. Since 1985, the United Tribes Thunderbirds have competed at the highest level of the National Junior College Athletic Association. United Tribes is a member of the Region 13 and Non-Dakota Athletic Conference. The pride of the Thunderbirds lies in its commitment to competing against the region and nation's best junior college and university teams. United Tribes Technical College believes in our mission to provide quality post-secondary education and training to enhance knowledge, diversity, and leadership for all of our Indigenous nations. Our admission staff is available to assist with any questions you may have. Please follow us on our social media. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, Ramona. I learned a lot in that. I'm glad that you were able to provide a presentation and tell us more about the school. And I think it's just really awesome to have your input and everyone here's input right now about United Tribes. I'm glad that you all were here to share your experiences. And to sort of end our conversation that we're having today, I would just have one more question for everybody. It is, what are you most thankful about UTTC or your educational experience in general? And we'll start off with you, Ayana.
I would say I'm thankful for my experience here at United Tribes Technical College. I have got to travel and I traveled to California, to Wisconsin, and my trips were paid for. And I got to attend a lot of different activities and learn how to do different things. And I also am thankful for the like Ramona. She's up in the where you apply for college. They helped me. Ramona personally has helped me with scholarships. I did not know how to apply for those when I first got here, but now I apply for every single one, and I haven't paid out of pocket since I've got here. And that is what I am thankful for.
Yep, I think we're all thankful for money. And how about you, Ramona?
What I'm thankful for, I guess, I don't know, first of all, I'm thankful that United Tribes Technical College, before I became employed here, I had no clue what it was about until I moved to Bismarck. And being part of the United Tribes Technical College family, I'm just overwhelmed how many students are eager to attend and complete their education. And I'm just thankful that I can be here to help.
Yep. And last but not least, Paige, what are you most thankful about?
I'm definitely thankful for the students. They are what bring life and energy to the campus. As an employee, you feel just cared for. You step on campus, and just day one, you feel like you're a member of a family, which is not common in all workplaces or all work dynamics. So I think when you feel appreciated and you want to help people, and the students make it easy to do so.
Yeah, I definitely. Oh, geez. I'm just getting over a cold. Sorry. I definitely think that having the opportunity to attend tribal colleges like this, they do give you that sense of community, that sense of family. And that's super important. And everyone should go to a tribal college. There should be one in every state. Every tribe should have one. So, yeah. I'll let Avery, I'll let you go.
Yeah, I just want to thank you all for coming on today. I want to thank you for taking the time out of your day to share your experiences with us and talk more about the school. And I hope that our students out there, if you're watching right now, we just want to give a shout out to United Tribes and keep the school in mind if you're looking for a technical college, or if you're just looking for all the awesome things that they described in the school. We have their information on the presentation. You can contact Ramona or contact the people here, or contact us too. We'll get you in touch with United Tribes. So I just want to thank you all again, and have a great rest of your day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, thanks for joining me today, Jarrette. We had an awesome episode. I learned a lot about United Tribes, and I just can't wait to see what the future holds for us and our little co-hosting duo. And so, yeah, I just want to thank you for coming on too. And I want to plug our social media real quick. So it's at Amplified Natives, and then you can find our YouTube channel, Amplified Nevada Native Youth, and that's where we have all of our other college discussions that we've had, people from awesome careers, all that stuff. So check out our social media and follow us. And yeah, thank you all for joining in today.